Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Jessica, and today I'll be guiding you through a quick sequence that really focuses on deep hip opening postures, as well as some balances, some twists, and some funky transitions. Today's practice is suitable for all levels and no props are required. Because of the type of poses we will be doing, I want you to come into it with compassion and kindness for yourself. Some of these poses may be tricky, may be very deep, and may be challenging, but I want you to have self-love and self-compassion so that you show up as you are and be who you are. So in order to help with this, we can set the affirmation of, I am compassionate, I move with consciousness and care, and I practice self-forgiveness to show up and love myself as I am. Today we will begin in a child's pose. Meeting there, big toes together, knees as far apart as you would like. Walk your hands forward, lower forehead to the mat. Start to bring some awareness to your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Come to this practice as you are. Notice what feelings have arisen. Notice how you feel and just acknowledge it. No need to change anything. Gaze forward. Pull yourself up into a tabletop position, hands under knees, knees under hips, and lower your belly for cat-cow. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, curl and round it in. Inhale, lower the belly. Exhale, bring it all in. Come to a neutral tabletop. Inhale, reach your right arm up high towards the sky, open up, and exhale, thread your right hand underneath your left arm, lower shoulder and ear to the mat, thread the needle. Take a breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Keep your hips stacked over your knees. Inhale, press yourself back up. Plant your right hand. Reach your left hand up high towards the sky. Open up. And exhale, sweep your left hand underneath your right, lowering ear and shoulder to the mat. Use your right hand to press your chest open a little bit more, deepening the sensations. And lift yourself back up, tabletop. Kick your right heel towards the sky. Keep a bend in your knees, and then start to draw some circles with your knee and your hip. Try to stay balanced through both hands. Switch the direction of your circles. And lower your knee down, switching sides. Reach your left heel up high towards the sky. Keep your belly drawn in so that you have a neutral spine, and start to find some circles. Drawing your knee as big as you can. Keep a firm belly and switch the direction of your circles. Lower your knee. Find some hip circles going in any direction, whatever feels good for you. Draw big circles. And coming around to the other side, switching the direction of your circles. Find a neutral tabletop. Walk your hands slightly forward. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Press your hands and your feet evenly into the mat. You can have a nice bend in your knees, tailbone reaching high towards the sky. Inhale, right heel reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, gaze forward, step it to the outside of your right palm. Lower your left knee to the mat, untuck your toes. Sink your hips forward, knee stacked over your ankle. Pull your heart forward. Maybe find a little bit of a sway side to side. Getting deep into your hips. Plant your hands on the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your left heel off the mat, and rotate your heel so that your foot comes flat, roughly at a parallel or 45-degree angle. So you're in this warrior two stance with your legs, and walk your hands towards the diagonal, reaching your hands forward while sending your hips back. Lean forward, press your chest down as if someone was pulling on your hands and someone else was pulling on your hips. Breathe here. Walk your hands back in. Right hand to the inside of your right knee. Sweep your left hand up and over your ear, side angle. There's always the option to use a block here or come up onto your forearm. Use core strength, firm up your legs, lift yourself up, warrior two. Shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Gaze over your fingertips. Strong legs. Keep pressing your knee open so that it's tracking over your toes or in line with your toes. Windmill your hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here, reset. Notice how you feel in your right leg and on the right side of your body now that we've done one side. Inhale, reach your left leg up high towards the sky, gaze forward. Step your foot to the outside of your left hand. Lower your right knee down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Sink your hips forward. Pull your chest forward. Gaze forward. And again, option to invite a little bit of movement here. It's okay to want to sway, open up into the hips. You don't have to be in perfect stillness. Tuck your back toes, lift your knee off of the mat, and rotate your heel down so you're in your warrior two stance. Walk your hands on a diagonal, send your hips back, lean forward, getting a deep stretch in your hips. Maybe you feel this in your back and in your lats as well. Remember to breathe in and out through the nose. Keep sinking your hips low. Walk your hands in. Place your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Inhale, reach your right arm up over your ear, side angle. Feel a long line of energy from your fingertips to your heel. Always the option to lift up so your forearm's on your knee. Use core strength. Lift your torso up. Warrior two. Gaze over your front fingertips. Hips and chest facing towards the long side of the mat. Windmill your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a pause here. Gaze forward. Bend your knees. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reach up. Palms together. Draw them in, heart center. Shift your weight onto your left foot. We're coming into tree pose. So starting with your hands near your heart, bring your foot to your ankle, knee facing outwards. Staying here, or bring your foot to your shin or to your upper thigh. Draw your legs together. Gaze in one spot to help with your balance. If you feel steady here, you can raise your arms up towards the sky. Maybe spread your hands like a tree. Draw your hands together towards heart center. Maintain the balance. You can use your hands to help guide your right ankle to your left knee. Sit back as if you're coming into a chair for your figure four chair stretch. Keep your chest lifted, sink your hips back. If you fall out of it, this is a perfect time to practice self-forgiveness and compassion for yourself. Have kind thoughts towards yourself and come back to it. Don't give up. Take a deep breath in, twist your upper body to the left, and then from here, if you would like, lower your right elbow to your foot, press open a little bit more, and it's okay to fall. Breathe here. We're not here for long. And exhale, come back up to center. Maintain the balance. Bring your right knee up as high as you can in towards your chest. Step it back as slow as you can. Heel at a 45-degree angle. Straighten your front leg. Reach your arms out into a T. Send your hips back, reach forward, and then lower down, triangle pose. This was a tricky transition. I'm proud of you for sticking with it and giving it a try. Look towards the bottom of the mat, frame your front foot, step it back, downward facing dog. Take a moment to catch your breath. Gaze forward, step forward. You know where we're going. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up towards the sky. Hands together. Draw it in, heart center. Tree pose on the second side. So left foot to your ankle, to your shin, or to your thigh. Find your balance. Press your legs together. Gaze in one spot. When you're ready, if you'd like to reach your hands up, maybe spread them wide. Hands together towards heart center. You can use your hand or use your leg strength to help draw your foot to your knee. Sit your hips back, bend into your legs. Figure four, chair pose. Find your balance. If you come out of it, that's okay. Just come right back. Turn your upper body to the right. Go as slowly as you need to. And if this is as far as you go, that is okay. This is a perfect spot to be, and it's very challenging. Or lower down your right elbow or left elbow to left foot. Press into it, twist a little deeper. And even I'm falling here. It's definitely very challenging. One side might be more difficult than the other side. And that's completely normal. All right, lift up. Draw your left knee in towards your chest. Send your left leg back. Plant your foot at a 45-degree angle. Straighten your front leg. Reach your arms out. Send your hips back. Lean forward. And then lower down. Triangle pose. Gaze to the bottom of the mat. Frame your front foot. Step back. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach your right heel up towards the sky. Gaze forward. Bring your right knee to the corner, to your right wrist. Walk your left leg back. Pigeon pose. Inhale, lift up, lengthen your spine. We'll take a few breaths right here. Keep pressing up. Sit your hips down. Sweep your left leg forward and place your right or left ankle on top of your right knee so that you're in fire log pose. Now, this may look very different for you. Your knees may easily stack over. I don't have that much range of motion in my hips, and that's okay because I can still work on this from here. What I like to do is place my hands behind me so I can lift up through my chest. Another option, if this is way too much, you can also straighten your right leg and work on it from here. Press into your hands, lift your chest up. This is a very deep hip opening posture. Bring your hands together towards heart center. Turn your chest towards the right. And then once again, we'll find this twist like we did in the chair pose. So drop your left elbow to the inside of your left foot. And then use your hands, use your elbow to press into your twist a little bit more. Don't forget to breathe. Come back through to center. Place your left foot to the inside of your right thigh, and then sweep your right leg back behind you, finding your way into pigeon on the left side. You may need to shift your leg back a little bit. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen your spine. Sit your left hip down, swing your right leg back around, this time stacking your right ankle on top of your left knee. Shimmy out your foot so that it is parallel to the top of the mat, and you choose how you want to work in this position. If you have very flexible hips and you are like this, You may want to fold over and deepen the stretch. If you're like me, you can use your hands to help support you, or you can straighten your front leg and work on it from here, pressing your knee down, lifting up nice and tall. Wherever you are, accepting it. No matter where you are in this position, it's where you need to be today. And it may not be the same as yesterday or what it will be tomorrow, and that's okay. Draw your hands together towards heart center, twist over to the left, and then place your right elbow to the inside of your right foot. Press open, twist open. Breathe here. Exhale, release. This time straighten out your front leg. Give your legs a little shake, a well-deserved release. Walk your hands forward, fold on down. Take this time to come back to your breath. Walk your hands back in. Open your legs out to the long edge of your mat. Spread your legs wide, coming into this straddle position. Toes facing upwards. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold over any amount. Take a few breaths here. Gaze forward, press your palms into the floor to lift yourself back up. Use your hands to help guide your legs back in, and we'll find our way on our backs. When you arrive, draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe rock side to side. Lower your feet back towards the mat, and I'll leave you with two options here. So option one is to come into reclined butterfly pose. Draw the soles of your feet together, knees apart. If you feel like you've had just too much in your hips today, because we already did so much in that area, you can come right into Shavasana instead by bringing your feet to the bottom of your mat, taking up space. Wherever you are, close down or soften your gaze. Relax the muscles in your face, the space between your brows, your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your hips, your legs, your feet. And take a few moments to rest here in Shavasana. wiggle your toes and your fingers. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Then roll over onto any side. Using arm strength to push yourself back up into a comfortable seat. Close down or soften your gaze when you get here. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up, for completing this practice today, and for giving yourself time. Draw your hands in together towards heart center. We'll release with a breath in through the nose, side out, bow forward, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, comment on what you thought, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you. Bye.